Hello. So today we'll be making a car, specifically the Jaguar F-Type R Coupe 2018 with your designed tire that you created. I'll be using my tire that I created on a car that I created right here. Looks a bit weird, but it gets the idea across. We're going to be making a similar car to this. Let me show you what we're going to be making. It's going to be a series of videos. We're going to be using this image. I cut it up into 4 separate images, so front, back, side, and top view. So first off, let's get into a new file. So here's my new file. When you start making your folder, you go up into your data panel, so click on the Rubik's Cube icon and look, make sure your wheel is in the same file that you're going to be saving your car in. Once you get started with that, we're going to start importing our reference images to start forming our car. So navigate to our insert, go to click canvas, and we're going to import our images. So we got to do this one at a time to get our sides correct and our calibration to spec. I want to start off with doing our side view, so I'm going to click the side view. And as we see on our Rubik's Cube, we can just start from the right side. So go to right side, click on the ZY axis, and I click on the Rubik's Cube to get an orthographic view of the right side. So I could press OK and I'm done. But now I want to calibrate the image. So I'll go into canvases, right click side, calibrate. Now I'll click the farthest point from tip to tip, so I'll click on front of the vehicle and I'll click on the back of the vehicle, and right here it says what we need. So this image is in millimeters, so right now our file is in inches, but an easy way to fix that is if you just type in 447 and space 2 M's, which will indicate millimeters. Press enter and it will be displayed as millimeters. Now to change our document size or units, we go to our browser hierarchy tree right here and go to document settings, click on units, change units, active units, and on the right side we'll we'll change it to millimeters. Press OK and it's been changed, so it's properly calibrated, and as I rotate around the image you can see it's been calibrated. We want our canvas, our front canvas image, so our front car starting right here. So we're going to make an offset plane, so I click on offset plane at the top and click on the XY plane. I rotate to the right plane here and just click on the arrow or drag it until it seems about right, starting right here. Press OK, and we're going to do the same for the back. So click on the offset plane, click the XY plane. We're going to set it all the way to the back so it's about right. Press OK. And we want a couple more. So offset plane, we want something for the top plane, so XZ plane. So about where the top is. Press OK. So these are all the construction planes we're going to be using to set our top, back, front, and we already have our side views. So go back to Insert drop down menu and click on Canvas. We're going to insert our front. So find your image, front, and there we go. We're going to keep it default for right now, and we're going to insert our back and top views. Canvas, we want our back side. Press OK. And our last image is our top view. Click the top, and there we go. Now we can hide our construction views. And the good thing about this is it already has its dimensions. So I can go to front side. I can click on the view cube on the top right corner, front, orthographic to the front. So we want to click our front and calibrate it. So our front is gonna be, click on arrow right here, click on the arrow right here. We want that out. 1:3:20. There we go. We got our calibration right there. Now we want to do the same thing for the back. Calibrate. So let's see. Try to match the bottom of the tire and the top, so it'd be right here. 1:3:20. Now we're gonna go and manually edit this, but let's first get like the bigger dimensions, and then the top car. Now you see it's rotated the other way around, so we could easily fix that with going into top view, edit, and just rotate it around 180 degrees. Press OK, and we're going to calibrate it as well. So 4470. So the tip of this and the back, 4470. Basically completed that. And I'm going to just redo the side view because the way I did it was kind of inaccurate. But then again, these are reference images, so there's going to be some dimensions that are just going to be off. But it's best if you can get as close as possible. So I want to click the arrows here because they're as linear as possible. So 4470. There we go. Now before we start losing data, we're going to save. So I'm going to do Control S or head up to the top left, press save, or go to the drop down menu for file and click on save. And we're going to just name it car. You can name it whatever you want, but I'm going to just name it car V2. Save. And there we go. So now we're going to start fine-tuning our images to make sure they match. Click on the front side, and you can see that this area is supposed to match with this front end of the car. To get it more exact, make sure you have orthographic views turned on for everything. So on the perspective view cube here, hit the down arrow and navigate to orthographic. Yours should be right now at perspective with ortho faces. Just click on orthographic, so it'll make everything orthographic. It'll make aligning these two easier. So now we're going to go to the front, edit, click on the corner right here, so between right and back, and we're going to start aligning our car to the front of our vehicle. So get it as close as possible right here. There you go. Press OK. Now we're going to do, now with the back, we're going to edit and just look from the back side and start trying to align the tires with the tire. front tire. So we just want to check this side, make sure it's well aligned, and for the most part it is aligned. So I'm gonna save. I can always add a comment. Reference images complete. And there we go. We got our reference images in place. Now, to make things easier for seeing through the car, we can just set the opacity to 50%. So just right click the folder and go to opacity control and 50%. I can just hide that. Another thing you're gonna want is section views. It will make your life way easier when you start working from the front and then when you start working from the back side. So we're gonna go to inspect, down menu, click on section view, and we're gonna just click on the Y and X plane. So from this side, we're gonna see only this side, and we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna click on section analysis. So what I wanna see is the back side. And there we go. It shows the back side. So whenever I click one of the sections, it'll show either front side or back side. This is good when you start making the front and back side of the car. So I'm gonna just rename it to make life easier. Front side, back side. Now I can just unhide the analysis and we're gonna have the full car again. And that concludes part 1 of the tutorial.